Hello, I'm Andreas. I will make a tutorial for also for the main functions of OjyaLeaderboard, because I will release now. It is the 16th of November. Maybe next week I will release also the 1.6.2 M. It has some changes on the post panels, on the preview panels, the panels um, that will give you access to post in the timeline, the game celebrate and the me feed challenge photo. And I also inserted a request of a user. I thought it could be also interesting on the game, which is the multi-leaderboard. At the end, you have multi-leaderboards, each with levels and scores and bonus, all separate, from each other. So let's start on the beginning. First of all, when you get the OjyaLeaderboard, you must at least spend 10 days reading and testing with the app. Don't try immediately to integrate it. Just open OjyaLeaderboard, insert all the Facebook information, and then read inside the PDF and also watch the tutorial, because inside the PDF there are how the score function works, how the sending bonus and receiving bonus works, and also there are the scripts. So if I'm going on the bonus, here, for example, you see how it works, section bonus, the buttons, and it also the Unity scripts, how they are executed. To press the button, then it goes on the script app request bonus, then on the script that designs the request, and then when you press on the user, you send the request with this script. So everything, it is explained here. So then you go on the inside the the script, and you can just begin to understand all the functions. Please don't contact me on the first, second day if you haven't at least spent 10 days, making tests and reading the PDF from the beginning till the end, So let's start now. Let's go on here on the inspector. First, of course, I explained it also in other tutorials. You just insert the Facebook app ID and the display name, even if it's not, so important, the display name. Here is my test app. The Facebook app ID, you just copy this one, insert this one, display name. Here, Facebook edit settings, app ID, here, and display name, even if it's optional. It would be okay just to regenerate also the Android manifest, which is only for, for the, which is only for, Android. And then, of course, you have to go also on the build settings here. I have now Android player settings, and you just put also the bundle identifier here, which is this one here on the, this one, it is for my test, Android, the bundle identifier has to be here. And that's all. And then, of course, this is for the main Facebook settings. And of course, inside the OjyaLeaderboard script, which is the Facebook settings editor. This is the main script, which is this one, Facebook settings editor, which has the login function, and also all the panels, the communication panels, most of communication panels that appear on your game, just the login panel or the general panel aux, which is for the bonus situation, for and some other windows, dialogues that will appear in your game. This is the main. This is a multi-panel which operates in different ways. Then I will explain to you. So, on the Facebook settings editor, you just insert the Facebook app ID here, and of course your Facebook page ID, which is used for the me feed call. When you're going to tag a person and make this call, Facebook needs a Facebook page ID. You just create one for your game, or whatever, and you just put it here. Now the Facebook the OjyaLeaderboard comes set up, and it is plug and play. So if you make this Facebook app ID and the Facebook information, you will find the OjyaLeaderboard like this. Debug messages, which is true, and incorporate mail, true. And will work. If you want just to activate the other features, which is the use word levels, this actually, instead of having level 1, level 2, you can have other names, worlds, like cave, lake, whatever you want, instead of level 1. And of course the new leaderboard here. I leave it like this in the beginning. So let's go and launch. I have the simulator. I want to play here. I will do it in other, just in other points now in the tutorial. Let's launch on the Android, the OjyaLeaderboard. Of course, you must know that when the first time you install the application, here now doesn't appear. It will only log in, with the last user it was. But when you install for the first time, your user will install the game, will appear the two panels for the permissions, and also for the publish action permission. Of course, he must accept this because it won't be able to, play the game with all the factions. So those are the main buttons here. So let's. The main is the leaderboard. Of course, we play here. We press here, and you can see that now it reads from Facebook the scores and designs, the first, the panel with all the levels. And of course the levels here, as you can see, which is until 60, you have to go on the Facebook settings and write total number of levels 60, here. Pretty simple. And now if you press on the level, you have all the users of that level. Instead here you have only the 4 users of that level here. Now, the main function for posting to timeline is this. Now I'm logged in like Mary. If I press here, I made to celebrate because I play the game. I don't tag anyone. I just say that I complete this level, and you have to do only post. Now it posts and will disappear when the post is done. It will give you an error message. Now, if I'm going here on my, let's go on the Facebook here, Mary. Let's see Facebook. You can see now that I post a celebrate, just now. Oxia level, complete the level 1. So pretty simple. Now, if I want to challenge a friend, I press any other photo. Of course, not here that I didn't make the level, because, I'm Mary. If I press here, you have no scores on this level, it will appear like this. And it's, it's obvious. So if I press Carol here, or let's go on the level, and let's press Ellen, you will see that will appear this, this panel, which has also other factions, but this image now, if I'm going to press post to Facebook, it will post the challenge now, not the celebrate. And if I'm going now back, let's wait. I'm going back. Let's go to the home here. You can see, really, the photo as it was before, the level, the scores. So this is the me feed call, and this one is the games dot celebrate, Facebook call. You can go on the site, and see all about the calls. So pretty simple. The other thing here that I have inserted is that before going to bonus, let's post a score. I close here. I made this button. Of course, it is only for demonstration. You will have, after the player plays, you will not have this panel. I can post a score here. Let's go on level 1 and the bonus. Let's say I made, this 57 bonus, and I post. As you can see, user reads the score, it posts the score, rereads the user, and reads also the friends, And as you can see, I had this score 442. If I'm closing, it was, as you see, 442, right? So, pretty simple like this. Now, if I'm going, let's say that I want to give bonus now, to share bonus. I have these 3 buttons here. So I can select, first of all, the person I want to, I want to ask bonus from a friend, let's say. It would be better to ask bonus and not to give deliberately bonus, but it can be done also the other way. So this is for asking bonus to a friend, and when this button is for giving bonus after a friend asked me before bonus, of course, and this is to get the bonus when a friend just gave me bonus, So let's ask a bonus here. As you can see, it loads now all my friends. And let's say I want to ask from Carol. First of all, I would like just to... no, it is the same. Let's ask bonus, okay? Of course, if you don't find a friend, you can, just write the name, and we'll find all the other friends. Let's ask from Carol, bonus here, and also from the others. And let's say go. Now it sent, the bonus to Carol. Now, if I want to check back if Carol gave me the bonus, I will go here, get bonus, and I will see if Carol gave me. Of course, now it didn't give me nothing. I will open also my iPhone here, just to, I will log in like Carol, just to see. It is really simple. I'm going now, you can see now, but I'm going to send to Mary now the bonus. Okay, I press here, select. Okay, I just gave it to Mary bonus. Now, if I'm going back here, you will see that I have this bonus from Carol. So I take the bonus now, I click here and do accept. I just took the bonus and the game OjyaLeaderboard deletes this request. So if I'm going back again, you will see that I just took the bonus. Okay. And now, if a friend asks me for bonus, I'm going to give bonus here. There is a request from Carol. I press Carol, select, and will appear, of course, the Facebook send bonus here. And I will give to Carol here the bonus. That's all. Now, if I'm going back again, you will see that I gave the bonus and it was deleted also, this request from the server. So, pretty simple, really, you can do all the things you want with the bonus, sharing objects, let's say. Of course, in the score, I have inserted also this function here, because if you press a friend, let's say Jennifer, you can also ask the bonus from Jennifer. You challenge Jennifer, but you can also, press the button here or give bonus, to Jennifer. It is the same function, So if I'm going to ask bonus, let's press here, it is the same thing, and it closes again. Again, Carol, I don't want to post to Facebook, but I want to give to Carol a bonus. So now this is done deliberately. Carol didn't ask me for a bonus. So if I give bonus, I just give bonus without Carol asking me. And I do this thing, and Carol now has a bonus from me. So this is the function, how it works, OjyaLeaderboard. Pretty simple. This is how you're going to explain also, in your game, or of course you can change the things here. And as I told you, read the PDF, because, for example, these buttons here, ask bonus, you can then see inside the script, corresponds. If you go in the PDF, you will see that it corresponds here on the, here, give bonus, app then executes the app request bonus, then the script give bonus rent, which designs the panel, it designs the bonus panel, and then it sends the bonus when I have pressed on a user. So this give bonus here, this sequence of scripts is this one, designs the panel with the user, which is this one, give bonus rendering, it should be like, and then if I press on a user, it at the end will execute the send bonus, So this is, that's why I'm saying that take a lot of days and, to see inside how the OjyaLeaderboard works. Now, this is the main function. Now let's go and build the game, but now let's activate the multi-leaderboard. This is the thing that I have inserted. Let's activate it here and let's build again, it will take just a little bit. Actually, for building on Android, it's faster than on iOS. Now, while it is building, what other things I could explain? Yes, I could explain this thing here on the post channel, on the post challenge. This is the script where you post on timeline, a game celebrating or the post challenge, which is this thing here, a challenge. You challenge a friend, or you celebrate, a level. This is the post challenge here, which designs and also send, the to Facebook the call, Just remember here that this makes a panel appear, as you saw, and this one will has some key words here, which is I beat you, I'm after you, this is what appears here, I beat you, now as you can see, depends of the word there is on the message, it will open the panel, this one. Let's go here. If I press, I want to do a challenge, it will appear this panel here. This is exactly in the Facebook settings editor, this is the general panel here, which is if it exists on the message the you word, will open the panel like this. But if in the message there is the OjyaCelebrate, will deactivate some other game objects, and will appear will appear, let's go on Mary, will appear this one, but it is the same. It just deactivates, the other game objects. So on the post channel, just if you on the message you put the name you, if you want to open the post challenge, you have just to this word key, the keyword. It has to, you insert also your keyword here, a word that it is also used on the message for the post channel challenge, just only pay attention of this, because if you change the message you want, not a bit you want to write something else for the post challenge, you have to go also here and change it, because if you don't do this thing, then you will not have, for example, this ask bonus, a give bonus. But just pay attention only for this thing. Or you can use the exact phrase that I'm posting here. I'm after you, Ellen, or I beat you. Now, this was just a parenthesis. Just pay attention only for this inside the post challenge script. Now, as you can see now, I have activated Facebook settings editor, which is the multi-leaderboard on Facebook settings editor. And what does it do? What it does? You can have multiple leaderboards. So let's say that if I select a leaderboard, let's say now I wrote restaurant 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can define these names of the leaderboards here on the slider select leaderboard script. And as you can see, I have for 1 leaderboard 1, the restaurant 1, 2 restaurant 2, or you can have other, just it is a dictionary. Just write from the beginning how many leaderboards you want, the number, and then the name that will appear. Nothing else. Please use only yes, you don't use other strings, just use letters and numbers only, because maybe we'll do something on, because this is a keyword for Facebook posting, for the server. So don't use, like, let's say the point up and down, or just letters and numbers. Now, if I'm going here, I can select restaurant 1, set. Now, if I'm going on the leaderboard, you can see that the scores are different leaderboards. On restaurant 1, I have Mary and Ellen, I just made the scores before. And of course, I can post now. Let's make another, let's post 3, score 6, 7, 6. Let's post. Now it posts on that exact leaderboard. I'm going back. I have now this one here. Now, if I'm going to select another leaderboard, let's say restaurant 2, and I'm going to read also, you will see that there are other scores. So every leaderboard, it's different from each other. So you have to select first leaderboard and then do all the other actions. Select leaderboard and then you read the leaderboard, or you can post from leaderboard, a score to leaderboard. Pay attention, another parenthesis, that when I say post scores, you don't post scores in timeline. It's not that it is only inside the game. It is internal mechanism inside the Facebook server. this doesn't post to timeline. Okay, it doesn't post, something to timeline. I close also this parenthesis. And now the only thing one other thing important, just to, you don't have to get confused. When you create for the first time, even if you have multi-leaderboard or the main or without, as OjyaLeaderboard should work, the first time you create scores, the OjyaLeaderboard will ask you if that the user have no scores and do you want to create, and will create a record of the scores. This will ask you only for the first time and for its leaderboard. So now if I'm going, let's say, to select leaderboard 3 and read the scores, you can see that on leaderboard 3 I don't have scores, and only my friend has a score here. Now, if I'm going to post a score on leaderboard 3, let's say level 1, let's make another, and I post, it makes multiple calls, and just to understand that there are no scores, and you can see that data not exist for leaderboard restaurant, create scores, and this is for the first time, you just press OK, and you can see that now it created the first record for this leaderboard, so you have created, the first, you published for the first time the score on leaderboard restaurant 3. Now, if you're going to post again, you have just created the record, it won't ask you again. Okay, so really simple. This is only for the first time. And that's all for, leaderboard. Now the other function, the other good function that I would like only to to tell you how it works. It is the offline game. There is the tutorial, but I will explain it also here to you. Which is this one. For example, if you want to post a score, but you have no internet connection, your game will still work, and the next time you connect will post the scores you've done on the Facebook server. Well, let's use also here the let's take this one user, the token. Let's try also here the OjyaLeaderboard. So I will just connect also here like Mary. Let's wait a little bit. Send success. This is for testing also, without the need of launching also a simulator or a device. So let's say that I have this my leaderboard now without multi-leaderboards. This is the main leaderboard. I have my friends here. Let's say that I want to change the score, level 1. I close, but let's say that I don't have internet. I switch off internet. Let's post a score on level 1. Let's 876. Okay. Let's make also a bonus. I post the score. As you can see, it posts the scores. It understands that it doesn't have, the score, the value, but it posts the score. This is my score, 876. Okay. So I can continue, play the game without be able, without I'm connected in the internet. Of course, I cannot post to timeline. So if I'm going to say Carol, you can see connect to internet to post. Now, the next time I will make a score or also read the score, it will post automatically. So Uh, even if I switch off the game, you know, and I relaunch the game again, let's turn on internet now, you know. Let's do the login here. Welcome back. Now, if I'm going just to read the scores, you will see that you will see also the post, because he understands that you had scores to post. So pay attention here: user, post, user, and friends. So he knew that you had to post the score, and now the scores are posted on the server. So this is a really, you know, complete leaderboard, all the factions, that it won't create, you know, problems if there are no if the internet is slow, you know, etc., etc., etc. I made a lot of tests, you know, just to, let's say, give you a leaderboard more or less, you know, ready, you know, to use it. Of course, you can change things, you know, inside the behavior of the leaderboard. This was also the offline. And that's all. You know, this is how I wanted to do the tutorial, to show you how the leaderboard, you know, how your user, your game player, must use, you know, these functions here. You know, that's all. Please, you know, read the PDF. And also, you know, take your time, you know, to study the OjyaLeaderboard, because you know, maybe, you know, you have to at least 10 days, you know, stay and, you know, do all the things, you know, to, you know better the code, where the calls are going after one script, they're going to another script, you know, this thing. And then you will see that it's really, you know, it's really simple. You know, to make also changes if you want. That's all, and thank you.